Hello everyone and welcome to another UConn UPDC construction project update. My name is Lugat and today is September 7th, 2018. We are on the Fine Arts Phase 2 construction project. This is our second video of the series and we're going to be taking you through progress to date. We'll begin our update using our flyover and we'll start with our diagonal pass from northwest to southeast. We're just about complete with our utility, demolition, and relocation to make way for the foundations. And we'll share you the details, boots on the ground, shortly. You'll also see we started the demolition on the north end of the UPDC building. You can see to the right hand of the screen. It's a lead project, the dumpsters, the separation of materials in through there. And the utilities in this section are pretty much mostly cut and capped. And finally, we'll concentrate on this corridor area here next to UPDC. That's going to be a fantastic common space in through here. The corridor will extend next to drama music all the way up through there. Fantastic. And finally, we'll give you a little tidbit on the ground of the storm drainage system as we tie it into it, as it runs up the roadway here, and finally, as it ties in to the lake. We can just barely see down at the bottom where the waterway is. And we'll finish up with our final pass from north to south. This will be the area of the addition, which picks up just about right through here. And then next time we fly in through here, I'm sure the foundations will be started. Again, there's the dumpsters to the left. And finally, our tunnel tie-in to the right. Okay, we're going to begin our boots on the ground with what they used to say many years ago, pickup truck contractors. So in the old days, they used to lay the blueprints right on the back. I would just want to show you some stuff we have in a new set here. One of the things, this is all about the utilities right now. This drawing here, this is our site demolition drawing right in here. All of these marked areas right in here, these hatched lines through here, these are all the utilities that get demoed. This dotted line through here, this is the footprint of the new building right in through here. Look at the magnitude of utilities that get demoed in order to make this happen. And that's what we're really focusing on with this update this month. From steam lines out of our steam vault right through here, chilled water lines, fire service lines, this electrical service that has to be moved, telecommunications ducts. We're going to move over to a little more current drawing. This is our utility plan that does include some demo in here too. All right, and then we can show you a little bit more here. Green is the outline of the new building right in through here. This is the location of the new tunnel. But I want to share with you a little bit about the electrical and the challenges that are going through it. So this is the transformer and the vault right over here, and I'm going to pop up really quickly to show you right over here on drama music. See it right over there. So that unit has to get moved before we can start our foundations. And to explain a little bit of the process, so you can see this line will follow this dotted line, went right through underneath UPDC, and if you've driven by, you'll see there's a transformer and a switch up in the front. So this all gets demoed out in order to make way for the new building here. Okay. We put a new transformer all the way up over to here next to the Vonder Maiden, okay? And the service comes back over here. We should put a new manhole right over here. Watch this, I'm going to pop right back up. Point of reference, there it is right through there. It's a brand new structure, all right? That's an Eversource approved sized manhole right through there, okay? And then we came over here and we put a new transformer and a new pad right in this area right into here. I'm going to skip back up real quickly and show you that's going to be in this area right over in here like that. All right, it gets even more complicated. So the new service to make everything go actually comes all the way back over here on the road in Fine Arts. So the contractor has run new conduits over to here, new cables go in through here. This becomes the new service for the building right through here, and this keeps the buildings live, okay, bing bing, during the process. And of course also we had to run a new telecommunications duct bank right in through here, right, for the new service to be pulled in, so we could pull the old telecommunications duct bank that was in the way of this new tunnel. So a couple of things. The utilities had to be moved for the footings, for the structure, and also to make way for the new tunnel. We're down to 2 utilities to be removed in order to start the foundation, and one is telecommunications. That's this dotted line you see all the way up here, comes down in through here. And I'm going to show you where it's way too close to the sewer manhole right over here, and the electric. We just went over my explanation on the new routing of the electric. And as what I understand today, they might have found some old asbestos wiring back in the grid, you know, where they tie in and make the splices. So it's always a challenge on utilities. It's always a challenge on old utilities, and that's what we have to deal with here. We get these 2 out of the way, and I'm imagining in the next week or 2, you know, footings and foundations will be started. We're going to take a minute to explain the storm drainage system, and it's a perfect location. So you see these 2 catch basins are tied together here. Now, storm drainage works on flow. The pipes have a little bit of pitch to it, so the rainwater is collected, and it always goes to what we call an outfall area. In this side of the campus, there it is right there, is the lake, is the outfall area. That's the lowest point where it goes into the lake right there, and it gently pitches back up to here. So everything works on a pitch basis. So I understand originally the drainage line was to come across here. There were a bunch of utilities. They had to change the way things were going. I don't know all the details, but that's what happens. When you're doing these utility projects, that's what happens. You bump into something, you have to do some modifications, some redesign sometime, and work around it. All right, but this is our gate 2, and I'll explain a little bit to you how this works. So all of our entrance gates have what we call tracking pads. Exactly what you see. It's kind of up right now because we're not using it. Later on, this will get rolled open. There's a fabric underneath it to keep all of the fines out. As we come up, there was another issue with the drainage up in here that's been resolved. We're going to take a peek over. As I was mentioning, on the back of the truck on our tailgate blueprint review, there's our new transformer right over there, right? And that's going to eliminate the other one up there. I know I've talked about it several times, but it's a big focus for the job and the project. As we walk up, and a little explanation, some of the pipes come out of the ground. They're like a story pole or dead men we put in to find other utilities. So these were locations where the chilled water was terminated at this point. They still have a vault to go in, V-A-U-L-T. But these are where some of the utilities are terminated at this point, so that they can go back in and find them at a later date. We're going to come up here to the corner of the building, right up through here, which is bang, just about right in through here. All right, we're going to come up a survey stake right through here. Everything with a little orange is existing utilities. Catch basin over there, storm drainage. See a little orange mark on the building, a little finished grade mark over there, just for a little early indication. Again, look at all the utility structures, we call them, in through here, right on top. Utilities are terminated to locations. Remember, I just showed you right here, we just walked through the edge of the building. So the utilities are terminated to the north, and then they're terminated to the south. In the south side, the termination happens at this existing tunnel. This is where we pick up the existing tunnel. 12-inch water service, 8-inch water service, steam up to the top, condensate that's down. We'll take a little peek over here. As I mentioned, utility projects, you never know what you're going to find. This is the telecommunication line that I showed you on the drawing that's actually right up hard against the sewer manhole. So we can't even demo this out until we get the new line active. We showed you on the drawings. It was over in the parking lot in this area right over here. Again, the new transformers for the electrical line. Eversource has been working on that. And that's the process here. As we get closer to the building, we noted last time, those are the fire main valves that come up that the firemen are able to get on. There's another one over here. We noticed the demo has started. There's not a lot of demo, just this area right in through here that happens. The structural steel on the roof, the walls come out, the slab, the foundations, because this is where the new addition ties in. I'm actually standing pretty much in the corridor, the new passageway that goes right over here that we talked about, that allows access in through here. Well, let's take a quick peek in here. It's actually pretty neat to see this process. We'll share with you some old construction notes here. So this was a framed wall here. So brick is backed up with either masonry, CMU, construction masonry units, or framing. So this was a pretty good job over here. This is what we call the bed joint. Look at how full that is. We talk about that with the bricklayers all the time, having a full bed joint and having a full head joint. That's really good workmanship right in through here. Excellent workmanship. So every mason's different, right? Could have been the end of something. That's a pretty decent head joint, but of course not as good as that full joint right in through here. Actually, here's the demarc from old to new right here. We can see where they've cut the slab right in through here, all the way up in through here, and that's going to be it. Let's take a quick peek, see if we can come back in. So all this plastic up is to protect the existing theater space in through here. See if we can open it up right in here. Give you a quick peek in through here. It's probably pretty dark in here. All right. So that was it. That was their limited space dressing room behind, back in this area right in here. I'm going to spin right around and come back out again. So the whole crux of this project is for a new production facility, and that's what this whole area is going to be back in here. I think we're going to pick up some new dressing rooms in here, a corridor, and then the massive shops back in this area down through here. So actually, out of the 5 or 6 utilities, some of the building is fed in other areas. They can just be terminated. Some they have to provide temporary. So this is our fire service up in here. You're allowed to do that. That's a PVC piping down in through here. The long rods are what we call fully restrained. That way there's no separation, because there's such a pressure on there it can push the joints apart, fully restrained. And again, this is going to be our light corridor down in through here. So they've got started, cleaned up in through here. They've done the demo on the old stairs going on over in through here. So there has been quite a bit going on since the last time we were out here. Again, today is September 7th, 2018, and we thank you for your interest in our university project. Remember to subscribe to our UPDC YouTube channel. At the bottom in red here, a click on the subscribe, a second click on the bell right next to it. Now you'll receive an automatic email every time we add a video to this site. We thank you for your interest in our university projects. Have a great day.